Right. So we got a beautiful day today. It's the warmest day of the week. I think it's supposed to get up to almost 60. So that'll be nice. So I'm going to work on finalizing the cleanup I was doing out here, where I have this pile of debris, that pile of debris. There's some cut up wood over there I got to move, and so on. Yeah, so that pile, that big pile there, that pile of wood there. And then these trees, I'm just going to rip all these down. These things, all the roots are super high above the surface. So in order for me to be able to use that rock wall in any fashion, I'm just going to rip those all out. I'll do patio blocks or something like that, or crush stone in front of it. Probably crush stone so it seems a little more natural. But yeah, like there's a long extension cord that I found the other day with a lamp wired onto the end of it. That was all weaseled through all the vines over there. So I'm going to get all that, and then I'm going to work on getting all this last of this trash and stuff around the back of the house moved here also. And then I got a pile of vines that I just dumped up there the other day. So I want to get those out back, all this out back, all that out back, and then we'll see where we go from there. But it's peak start of the growing season. So I want to get everything cleared so I can keep mowing as much as possible, keep the weeds down, and encourage the grass to grow better and all of that jazz. So that's today's mission. And way out back where I dropped all the thorn bushes and vines and all that stuff that I put out there since the beginning of the first day I was here, well, probably third or fourth day by the time I was able to get out there. I want to see about getting that all, because that's like a big peninsula sticking out in the yard. I want to see about getting that moved, and there's all mounds back there I want to rake and grade, and I don't know what it is, if it's dirt, if it's horse manure, or God knows what, trash bins, trash humps of trash under there. I have no idea. So let's get to work on this. My main goal is this area here to look good as I'm finishing up the house, and let's see how we make out. Let's get to it. I'm gonna get Mr. Ferguson warmed up. Well, those big mess of piles are cleared up. those are all like vines and thorn bushes and everything else that I had raked from all different areas. Well, I should have put the piece of plywood down first, the first day I was clearing it, and put it right on there. That stuff just like nested into itself. So like, it was like impossible to pull it apart. Like I even stuck the forks in it just to break it up once and whatnot. But we got those two piles moved, and saw a large mouse run out of that one over there, and a large mouse run out of this one over here. One of them is in this little firewood pile there. So pay attention when I'm moving that one. But I really should cut down those trees and then rip out the stumps with the backhoe. But it looks like a lot of the roots are like on the surface. So I'm just gonna see what happens when I push it around with the backhoe. So if I'm pushing it around with the backhoe and it's not coming down, or it's whacking me in the face and all that stuff, just know I'm just playing around. I know it's not the right way to do it. I'm just curious. And you'll probably see me whack it a few times and go get the chainsaw, knock it down, and pull up the roots. Let's get to it. Just coming over to the camera, and I figured it was going to be one of those times where I forgot to hit record on the camera. But they came up with all the roots on them. Like, not all of them. You could hear some of them breaking off, but there's a lot of like surface mount. Like, I could probably plant those around the back side of the house. I mean, the property. Which I might do that, because I'm planning on clearing some stuff out there also. So maybe I'll just clear one area, dig a couple of holes, and bury all of these. It. All of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, looked like 6 different trees. They were all the same root system. I don't know what type of tree it is, but then that one over there, that one was a big one and a smaller one, oh, mid-size, and that one came out all as one. They're all the same tree underneath. Pretty wild. And oh look, another extension cord in there. And looks like there was a lot of regular lumber wood back there too. Have to rake all that out of there. More work. All right, I'm gonna probably gonna see if I can get by that big one. Put a strap around it, around the backhoe, lift the roots off the ground, and just drag the rest of it all the way out back. See what happens. Well, they were reasonably safely transported out back. So now I'm going to scratch through. I know there's one more big root up top there. I'm going to rip that out, claw through here, just kind of sift it around, see if I can get some of the like wood out of there. And I'll probably take the forks off, scoop a couple of loads of that dirt, and see if there's somewhere else that needs it. If not, put it in that pile right up there. That is just the extra fill for probably a low area down over there. But first, I'm gonna go make a sandwich, have some Gatorade. Be back at it in a minute. Well, the area over there is dug down, pretty leveled up. Not perfect, but decent enough with the backhoe. The rest I'll tune with the shovel. So that's good. That's a lot of work done. And it's all lows, all in here. There's highs, lows. So I'm just gonna go back drag. I'm gonna look like a Raven lunatic going back and forth all different directions. Just trying to level this out enough where I can just keep mowing it, even if it's just weeds that are growing for the summer. I just want to be able to mow it. That's my goal. So I'm just going to go back, forth, and make a mess. And hopefully in the end, it's a little bit smoother. Because right now the ruts are, some of them over a foot deep, probably a foot and a half deep there, probably a foot and a half deep there, over there. So as you can see, there's no riding the mower through all that stuff. So let's see what we can do. Oh, I see another cinder block just barely poking through over here. It's right there. Actually, yeah, I was pointing wrong on the camera. It's right there. Oop. More stuff to find. All right, let's get back to it. So, you saw those pieces of metal grating or fence panel or whatever they are that came out. I want you to look at how deep they were into the slope. That's how deep they were. That's like a foot deep in there. So those have been there long enough for just nature to build that much more dirt. And down the bottom, they were just barely above the surface. There was a little bit of a high spot. I just wanted to rake it down and saw the edge of metal. And I was like, oh, there's a little metal bracket there. No, 3 huge fence panels. Whatever. This place just keeps giving. Well, it's a good amount. Not perfect, probably 70% better. Still needs some more love. Probably gonna have to bring in topsoil anyway to get like decent grass to grow. But at least it's at the point now where tomorrow when this dries out, I'll rake all the edges when it's dry dirt and pull up a bunch of the roots and some of the last of the trash. And then at that point, I can just mow. I'll probably just grab a bunch of grass seed, throw it out. And if some of it takes, some of it takes. If none of it takes, none of it takes. I can't invest a lot of time in the yard because I do have to get back to the house. But for right now, I'm gonna put the forks back on the tractor, and I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna see if I can push that brush pile to the side. And let's see how that goes. Because I got a little time left in the day. maybe I got another 2 hours of sunlight. So I'm gonna see what I can do back there. Tractor's getting really low on fuel, so it may run out. I may have to brake and go to the gas station, but I'm gonna keep pushing it and see how far I can get, and then I know how low the gas gauge can go. Well, digging in, making some progress, and as you can see, there is some trash in there. Got a surprise for you. You'll never guess what's in the middle of all of this. Let's go take a look. Just saw it when I was picking up the last pile I just picked up. And some stuff fell in front of it. Let's see if we can get you right in here. I think it's somewhere right around there. There you go. Yep. This one's anatomically correct, so I'll keep my thumb in the way. But another doll. They're still showing up. They're everywhere. Unbelievable. All right, well, got the bulk of that brush moved. That pile is huge. Holy crap. So that's where all that pile was. There was a mound of dirt in the middle of that stuff, so that's just a mound of dirt left. But look at the size of that thing. And that thing is deep. That's a lot of material. So there's still more to be done here. Still gotta level all this up. Hoping that that mound right there is good dirt. I don't know if it is or not. And there's another mound over there, mound there, a tree stump there, and all that jazz. So Mr. Ferguson has been well below E for a couple hours now. So I think I'm gonna poke a little bit more here at some of these high spots and just see if they shave off, and just poke around over there a little bit more than I have, because I really haven't poked around much. And because I think we're gonna get rain tomorrow, so I won't be able to be out here tomorrow. So I'm gonna poke a little more, see what happens. Well, Mr. Ferguson said enough is enough. You see the sunball, I ain't got a lot of time. So let's do a quick walk around here real quick. Then I gotta run, get diesel fuel, put 5 gallons in it, and at least get the tractor put away before we get rain tomorrow. So yeah, so I started back dragging all this just to get all the thorns and vines ripped out. And once I get this all back dragged and push all that to the side, it does look like this is good dirt, and that looks like it's good dirt, and I think this is. So if I get everything back dragged and all these stumps picked up, all these thorn bushes ripped out and all that, then I should be able to just kind of drag all this around and level it up. I think it'll work out pretty good. It's going to be very tedious, and I am definitely suffering from clutchitis already. My left knee is killing me because I'm 6'3", and most of these tractors, they don't have a lot of room to move the seat around to get comfortable. So I'm in like a cramped up position using my clutch foot, like fully bent the whole time. Like a lot of times, like when you set up doing a clutch, you kind of want your leg fully extended when you have it down. This I'm still bent at like a 90 degree while I'm using the clutch, so it's tedious. But I'm gonna go get some diesel, and then we'll get back at it, hopefully for a couple of minutes. Probably won't get much, but maybe the gods will shine on me and give me some time tomorrow without rain. Yeah, this is where we leveled up, cleared up earlier today. That's satisfying. Yeah, I'll take a little walk around here real quick on my way up front. Those grates, fence panels that were in there, 3 of those things. But yeah, that rock wall cleared up pretty good. Still needs some leveling up and all that, but that's going to be a nice little area. I'll probably just do some sort of perimeter and do crushed rock in there. Just something. All right, enough jibber jabber. Let's go get some diesel fuel. well, that's it for tonight. Mr. Ferguson is doing well. I put 5 gallons of gas in it, and the gauge is still below zero. It'd be below empty. So I'll get another 5 gallons for tomorrow. Hopefully the weather changes and I can work out here tomorrow. This was pretty satisfying. It might not look like a lot, but it's a lot of progress, and it's like getting closer to being able to just level it all out. So yeah, so I got a lot of those thorn bushes all ripped out of here and whatnot. Some of the rock, the big boulders moved. There was all tree stumps and stuff. Got those things dragged out of the way and whatnot, and just everything kind of grouped up over there, and was able to find out that that is dirt, and that is dirt, and that is dirt. So that was a good positive for the day. And two thumbs up for Mr. Ferguson. This whole area here this is all the brush pile, all the way up here and up on top of there and behind there. And now that's all back here. And I've had countless ticks on me today, and I'm sure I'm going to find more when I go in and strip down for the night. But that is massive. Let's see if I can get up kind of close to it here. But yeah, so that's way over my head, and it's probably about a cow length deep, so probably like 15 feet deep and probably 8-10 feet tall, because that's a drop off also. So that's a lot of debris, and that's just all the stuff that I cut from around the yard and bunched up here and then crushed it in, and it's been being crushed and made bigger and smaller. And I just saw something run by. Maybe it was a rabbit. Hopefully it was a rabbit. But anyway, I'm gonna load up my diesel jug and get Mr. Ferguson put away before the sun totally drops. And yeah, so thanks for checking in and bearing with me with today. But a lot of this will make it so much nicer for this whole summer when the growth spurt starts, like next week. Next week's supposed to be rain all week, so hopefully tomorrow, no rain. You guys have a good night. Thanks again for watching. And in case you skipped to the end just to kind of see what was done, because I know I cover everything at the end, so I'm sure some people, if they're in a rush, they skip to the end to see all the progress, because I check up on all of it. This was the stuff we did up front. So we got all those trees torn down, and torn down in a way where I'm going to replant them out back hopefully tomorrow. But got that rock wall cleared, and got all this leveled, a bunch of trash out of here, some metal grates over here and whatnot. But I think that that rock wall area is going to look really nice. Again, thanks for checking in and watching.